Welcome to Bearish. We're not financial professionals, and this is not financial investment advice. Enjoy the episode.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm hoping the market crashes.
I swear the market's going to crash, Grandpa.
That's what I'm doing.
Grandpa, you don't understand. It is way inflated, propped up.
The market is so overvalued.
Have you seen the Buffett indicator?
The Schiller PE? Have you seen that?
Yeah, we talked about that in a couple episodes ago. We brought it up, but Michael, you brought it up yesterday. How did you find that, Mike? Because I was surprised.
I saw a video that was explaining how it had changed over like all the depressions we've had and the recessions. Like in 2008, it was super low because everything dropped. But now, right before then, it was super high, and now it is higher than it's ever been in recorded stock market history by like a good 50 or 100%, I think.
Hey.
I brought it up a few episodes ago, and I think when I brought it up, it was at like 140%.
Dude,
It's at 230.
It's at 230%.
Records are
now.
meant to be broken. And you know what? We're just shooting for the
Not these
stars right
ones.
now. Yes, these ones.
Not these ones.
Not the 30% of 35% of our money printed in 1 year ones. Those are not the great records. Those are
Yeah, I
terrible
didn't know
records.
that was a real stat.
Yeah.
What?
We said this before.
35%. Bro, I said this. You guys don't listen to me.
No.
I said this in another episode.
No, I've just heard Buffett.
35%.
and Phil Towns too much.
Turn it off.
I clock out. Did you guys hear what
Fair enough. But
He said my name.
35%. He did. 35% of all of the money ever printed in U.S. history was printed in 2020.
Oh, yeah, that's
Can
actually
you
insane.
imagine that? Average the
ridiculous.
rest of that out over like 100 years. It would be like a third. Like you should, if you average that out, it should be like somewhere around 1/3 every 100 years, maybe every 70, 75 years. But we did a third of it in 1 year. So
2-1.
that's 75 times worse than the averaged out number if you spread it across all the years that we've had the U.S. dollar. I don't even know if the U.S. dollar was there in like right when we started. Maybe right out a couple of years after.
Around 1800, I think.
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
200.
But you want to do it every 100 years?
A
We'll
little
do it
birdie
in
told me that
We're in
Doge
America.
is actually more profitable and more valuable than the U.S. dollar, but that little birdie has now left the
Who
group
said
chat. That little birdie got mad and left the group chat. So,
Oh,
Oh,
Hey.
can't post this, bro. Can't
yeah.
post this. No.
Hey, post just that,
yeah.
and then just tag him. Don't even use a bio,
It's not like you watched this anyway.
dude. All those graphs. Literally, I put it on the Instagram story, and I just put a rocket ship, and I put a dog inside of the rocket ship.
There
I
you
put it
go.
right
That's
next to
what
it.
crypto looks like.
Nice. Good
That's what
graph.
crypto looks like.
One person described
Thank
the
you.
crypto graphs as Satan's erection, which I thought was a pretty apt phrase.
Why Satan? I think these are good.
Yeah, isn't it a good thing?
I like this. Maybe Jesus. Can I say that?
Jesus.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's funny.
But that's not sustainable. How much was Doge up all time? It was like 300,000%.
It's
Like,
so
that just
bad.
can't
yeah.
stay, bro.
It's so
It was,
bad.
That just
Imagine
can't.
putting
that
a
just
dollar
can't be
in
right.
like 2 years ago and being up 300,000% on your dollar.
Damn cool.
Gosh.
That is sick.
At that point, you just never take it out because like it's $1. Like what? Like come on. Who really cares
Yeah.
at that
Just
point?
leave
I-
it.
Yeah,
Just
you
take out
leave
your
it for
initial
life.
investment.
Yeah.
Well,
Go
you-
buy yourself a candy.
Oh, man.
Have a good time with that. Josh put in 100 at like 0.4 and has left it ever since, or 0.5, and it's just he's just
Wow.
letting it ride.
Wait, 0.05 or
0.05.
0.5?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Big
Yeah,
difference.
he's letting it just go.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like
I mean,
How much
yeah,
is he
it's-
up?
when you think about it, you
Grand
max
to
loss
$1,500.
$100. Yeah, and he's
And
up.
let's be real, is it
Huge
ever
amount.
going back to 0.5 again? I mean, ever, maybe in long time, but
Yeah,
so this is
possibly
something
next
that
month.
Right
I'm
back up
curious
to
about
$1.
this. Jared, because they're printing, like not printing, but because the supply is uncapped, isn't the price theoretically supposed to come back down over time as the supply
tell me that any of this makes sense, you're wrong.
I mean,
so
man.
you can't
Yeah.
fight. I mean, you can't really answer. You can't ask logical questions with something so unlogical.
Are you saying Doge or
Illogical.
crypto?
I'm not saying crypto's like stupid or anything. I'm just saying those graphs just going
Yeah,
straight up. Like it's just.
I just think it's so much hype right now that everyone's like, it's like the GME, but there's like 6 of them now. You know, it's ETC, it's Doge,
Yeah.
it's Ethereum. You know, it's everything.
There you go.
Chill.
You know what's really funny about that? You actually paused for a second to remember the joke that you put on that, just so you could.
I actually tripped up. I was like,
say
hold
it
on,
again.
which one is it this time? No, but like it's just all of them now. There's a bunch of them. It's funny because it's giving the same returns that GME and all those other meme stocks did, and now everyone just hopping onto that. Whereas the
potentially
stock market's
more.
giving like
It's
negative.
crazy.
Yeah, probably more.
Yeah.
Dude,
Gotta
ETC
love
has tripled in the last week or two. It's tripled in price.
It's up
Can
like
you imagine
60%
putting?
just today.
Oh my gosh!
No, in the last week or two, I think it's done way more than triple. Pretty sure it was at like
it's gone from
25.
40. What was that? 40, low of 40.
Mm.
Last time I remember, low of
Yeah.
40, and then it shot up. Now it's at 160. The last time I checked, so
It
actually
was a
it's
low of like
quadrupled.
11 when we were all in it. Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Sick.
$12.
We bought it at like 17 or something like that, and then it went straight down. And so as
Straight
soon as
down.
it hit 21, I was like, "Oh, sick! Yeah, I'll sell." And then it's been like kept on going.
I'll never forget when Dylan typed in the chat, "You need to get in this right now," and he goes, "I bought 50," and he meant $50, and I bought 50 shares. And so before I knew it, I was $800 deep in something I knew absolutely nothing about. Do I regret it?
That's
Yes.
that's the thing. That's the thing. I texted you guys this earlier. That's the thing about crypto. Like because Mike, you said I feel like a chump because you sold, but like no one knows the value of crypto. So like, how are you gonna know when to buy and sell?
I do agree with you on that because no one can be like, oh, it's like market value is this, you know, like
Yeah.
what it's returning, this price should be this. No one does.
It's
know
not
that.
returning anything. That's the thing.
Right,
though.
right, that's
it
what I'm
doesn't
saying.
have any returns.
Yeah.
It's just a currency.
Yeah, I'm saying you can't like predict like this is what it should, or even historically this is what it is. Like historically, they
Yeah, it's
blown it
totally
out of the
new.
water.
It just, Jared, you've said this before as an argument, and I think Max has as well. I think Max actually may have brought it up first, but it's like, how can you accept these things as payment for something, and then the next day they lose half their value? Like, obviously that's
Beats me,
dramatic, but like Bitcoin, you buy a Tesla in Bitcoin, and then the next day that Bitcoin that you paid for, Tesla now it's worth half of what
Yeah.
you bought it for. Like, it makes no sense.
There has to be some regulation. There has
But the
has
thing
to
is, it's not even like a day. It'd be like an hour. Like you can afford a Tesla now, and you can't afford a Tesla at 940. You know,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
right.
And then it's like Jared said, you have to regulate it at some point. But that's the whole purpose of crypto, is it's unregulated. So I don't
Yeah.
even know how.
I'm
that
happy you're
works.
bringing this up. I was watching. Do you guys know who Mr. Wonderful is from
No.
Shark Tank? Kevin
Yeah.
O'Leary.
He's a bald
Oh,
dude.
yes, Kevin O'Leary, I know.
He was on Yahoo Finance and he was doing an interview, and he said that he's using crypto as a hedge against inflation, which understandable, right? Because if the dollar goes down, might as well get something. But he also said that crypto, the actual mining, is so like bad for the environment that he will not be shocked if some countries actually ban the mining of crypto because it's so bad for the environment.
You
Yeah,
mean, like,
if anyone's trying to
electrical
be
draw?
environmentally
Like how much
Yeah.
power it uses? Yeah,
Com-
okay.
computationally, it's so expensive. Like Bitcoin, oh my god, I watched an episode about this. It like generates more electricity than something combined. It's a lot. It's like actually crazy.
Wait, it's bad for the environment based on like the energy that it uses. Like it
Yes.
wastes energy.
Yeah.
Basically.
It takes energy to do the
Well, no,
transactions.
because electricity
and
is,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
it uses a lot of electricity at its simplest form. Is how you could put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whenever you do a transaction, it like takes up a lot of electricity to do that, and so people
To mine
you
it?
do that a lot, and mining it too.
Yeah, I think I thought it was like to actually mine it and make a profit. You've like, you know how my PC has a GPU in it, you've got to have like hundreds of GPUs running simultaneously to mine it, like at an actually effective rate. Thousands probably.
Mm-hmm.
So it's,
And
Think
imagine
about
how
how much
much.
energy
that's
that
what I'm
is.
saying.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
It's a
crazy.
ridiculous amount, and they run 24/7.
No, it can't be good. And here we are as the entire world really talking about climate change and doing, good for the environment.
This is expedited.
And this crypto, bro. I mean, I actually don't know how much or how bad it is for the environment. I haven't looked into it very much, but I mean, that's not the first time I've heard someone say that.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad.
it's bad.
Yeah.
Just leave it
So-
at that.
It's bad, okay?
Yeah.
If it continues, it'll slow down any sort of progress that we might have made towards
make any.
like improving climate.
We can
Maybe.
make net zero. I don't know. EV cars are coming out.
Don't those use a lot of electricity too?
Oh, sick. I guess it's better than gas. Though.
well, no.
I don't really know.
It's not about how much you're
No,
using.
with-
It's about the source. If you exchange the source out for renewable, then it doesn't matter how much you're using. To an extent, because renewable can only produce so much. But if we manage to do that, like Elon Musk said that if there's like some patch of Utah that you could put solar panels in and literally charge the entire United States and
Wait
be
a
fine.
second.
But they're just I think I mentioned this to you guys before. It doesn't make sense when you first hear it, but it's true.
You know why?
Yeah,
It's
right.
because the digging of fuels and the price of gas, it's a moneymaker, so they don't do it yet.
Oh
That's
yeah, of course.
It's
Holy
it's
fuck.
why
Yeah, they're making too much money off of it.
Yeah, it's why all of a sudden every single company has come out with an EV. They've had the technology for years. They just haven't put it out until the first person put it out and it caught on. And then they're like, oh, okay, let's hop on because now we're going to miss out on that profit. It's like they didn't want to go into it too fast because they'd lose all the profit they could make on their like new cars coming out every single year. That's what I
Technology
think it is.
seems to only go as far as people put into it. And if you're not putting any research or effort into research on that kind of technology, like they haven't been doing over like back in the early 2000s or whatever, you're not going to get to where you want to be as quickly as possible. Now we probably accelerated the timeline like crazy because more companies are getting into it, and now they're putting money into it and they're pushing the research.
Yeah.
So it's going to be highly
Bro,
accelerated.
this can't be. Hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off, but this
No,
cannot
that's
be
fine.
right. This is crazy. I looked up, is crypto bad for the environment? This says,
Pretty bad.
I'm going to read you two
It's
things.
bad.
A new study, this is from MSNBC.com.
Mm-hmm.
A new study from Cambridge University found that mining Bitcoin, perhaps the best known blockchain-backed digital currency, now consumes more energy per year than the entire nation of Argentina.
Yep.
Bitcoin produces blah 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 megatons of carbon dioxide annually, comparable to New Zealand. So it looks like it's very comparable to countries, and it is estimated that in 30 years, Bitcoin could alone increase global temperatures by 2 degrees Celsius.
Oh, that's not good.
Well,
And isn't 2 degrees Celsius equal to 35.6 degrees Fahrenheit?
Yeah, I don't know about that one. 2 degrees Celsius.
Maybe I don't know if that's
Wait,
right.
that'd mean it'd be.
This one from
We'd
MSNBC
be
said by
burning
2
the hell
degrees.
up.
We would be on
Maybe
fire.
it'd be like 120
So-
on a normal day. And we'd be like, ooh, it's cool out today.
So that second one is from sierraclub.org. But they might have had a little typo.
it will.
From MSNBC it
Please
says
tell me I had a typo. 3.5, not 35.
Bitcoin emissions alone could raise the Earth's temperature by 2 degrees. So maybe they didn't mean to put in Celsius. But either way, 2 degrees.
It's kind of hot.
It's a lot of degrees.
It is still a lot, yeah.
It's
But
getting kinda
it's
hot
less
now.
than 30 degrees.
It can't be good.
Yeah, so it is. Yeah, that was definitely a typo. But what were we talking about? Sorry, I was reading. Electric cars?
Well, just all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
How-
Max, your stock Roku, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it's down like.
You see what it's up after hours
Do
right
they
now
have,
though?
earnings or something?
Beats me. No clue.
Tell me why the whole
Probably.
market
Maybe not.
did
Who
like
cares?
this today. It was like
I don't know.
U. And then
You
especially
want to know
Roku.
why?
No. I mean, yeah, I do.
wanna know
I don't
why?
know why.
Oh, okay.
I mean, no.
Joe Biden said he was willing to meet in the middle for the corporate tax rate. Instead of going to 28% from 21, he would do 25%. So I guess Wall Street found that bullish and bye.
Yeah, because it literally it was down like max of like 10%, and now it's positive within like just after hours. So that's kind of crazy.
I'm not hating on crypto, but I'm just saying like I don't understand why the purpose of it is to currency is you buy things with it, right? So why it being accepted, why does that make it all of a sudden so much better when that's literally its fucking purpose?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, think about it. We're trading it like a stock, but in reality, would we trade on the US dollar?
No, because that thing sucks. It's not returning.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
250,000%.
Why would you trade? Yeah. Why would you trade on a crypto? This is like using the fact that it's shooting up so much is, I don't know if it's a sign of you should invest in this because there's value in it. It's a sign that, hey, there's free money right here. Just throw it in and you'll triple your assets. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think the reason...
Or you could lose everything.
That too.
Nah.
I think what Dylan was saying by that is like, think about it. Like, not everyone accepts the random cryptos that are out there that are miscellaneous.
Come rocket.
I didn't want to say it. I couldn't say it. But yeah, that was
Can't
the one
say
that I
it
was
in your
thinking.
house.
That was the one that I was thinking. I'm glad you alley-ooped that one. But
Hi. Do you take cum rocket? Because I have a lot of those.
no, but right now they do. Because boy, am I loaded in those. Oh no, but like they take Doge though, so I guess it's like, hey, like, you know, we actually respect Doge where we don't respect.
We respect Doge.
You're using the word respect very freely there, Max.
In terms of some kind of businesses, like the Mavs take it, like the Mavericks, the NBA team. So
it still sounds stupid. Hey, do you accept Dogecoin?
I know, it is kind of funny because it literally was a joke. It literally began as
it is
just
a meme.
like
It is
just like the other ones that are now popping up that people are making
what?
insane return. Jared, say it. I can't
What?
say it.
Cum rocket?
that one.
Hey, what a name for a crypto.
One thing I have noticed in the crypto space is since all of these other ones are like going up like crazy, Bitcoin is boring.
Yeah,
Literally,
It's kind of boring.
It's moved sideways for
It's not
like 2
doing
weeks.
much. Yeah.
Or if not down.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
one Bitcoin is worth 60 grand.
But I've heard there's like
I'm not
rotations in
sure
don't
where
alt.
else it can go.
Yeah, I'm sure there's like,
I don't
or I've heard there's like
understand.
rotations in altcoins and Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin's the main driver, but there's also like
Yes.
the alt. It's like quote unquote the year of the altcoins right now is what I've heard, which is why like these other ones are rocketing. And I mean Bitcoin's done well,
it sure is.
but Bitcoin.
If you do ask me, and like in all honesty, I do think Ethereum is probably the best one. It just does. I just feel like you can do a lot more with it than Bitcoin.
It has more capabilities. It's not just a cryptocurrency platform. It has this thing called, like, it supports something called smart contracts, which I don't know what it is specifically, but if I had to guess, it enables, this is why it might be a little bit more useful, is because it enables more of a variety of different types of transactions / capabilities that you would not normally be able to do on all these other cryptocurrency platforms. So I think smart contracts let you like create different types of either currencies or these things called contracts that have different purposes, maybe have different uses. So it seems like it has a couple more capabilities than just the regular crypto that you might look at.
I just, like, Mike, you're pretty technologically
and we even put that on our
switched
Instagram
on,
story.
But how could a normal person understand that? Me and my dad were speaking about this. Like, how is it so commonly accepted, like Bitcoin and just altcoins and just cryptocurrency in general, when there's no shot majority of people, or even close to majority of people, understand it, like actually truly understand it?
Well, to be honest with you, when I looked at all the stuff underlying crypto, you need a wide variety of topics like under your belt to understand how it works. Like first you need to know how computers work, obviously, but beyond that you need to know how like computer networks work. You need to know how cryptography works. Like there's a lot of technical knowledge that sits on top of cryptocurrencies that is not generally known amongst everyone. And that's why when you try to explain it to someone, there's all these hurdles in the way of trying to simplify it to someone. That's probably why it's so hard for the common public to understand. But there have been attempts to simplify it, and I think that they're not bad. Like if you say, oh, it's a currency and it runs digitally, it's not like regular money, and it's secure because you encrypt it, and some people may have an idea of what that means, but I think that's the general reason why most people don't understand it. There's a lot of technical concepts that drive it, and it doesn't make immediate sense. Even how the blockchain works. Like when you say blockchain, it's a hot term, but really
zero clue how that works.
Exactly. And if I had to explain it, it's just a network of computers that all have the same ledger or the same book of all the transactions, and this entire network has the same ledger. And if one transaction happens here, it updates throughout the entire network, so every single computer has the same ledger of transactions, so they're all keeping track of it. All the computers are keeping track of all the transactions. They all have the same version.
Everybody's on the same page
of that ledger
is basically what it sounds like.
Yeah,
and you
every
can
computer
review
every computer that
has been
and that's how they keep track of all the transactions. They use all of these different computers that are connected to each other over the internet. And that the software that blockchain it coordinates those transactions, making sure that all the computers have the updated ledger that lists all the transactions and coordinating all the transactions. So if one happens here, it updates on that computer over here in San Francisco, if it happened in New York, et cetera, et cetera. That's what blockchain does. It facilitates all of the, transactional stuff that happens with cryptocurrency. And it's super complex and it has a lot of stuff involved in it, which is why it's probably not commonly. Okay, that was a really long answer.
So do you think crypto in general can become a public mainstay if majority of people have zero clue how it works? Or do you think people will just be people and follow the herd and go along with it because everyone else is?
Most people follow the herd. Most people follow the herd. However, I would ask the same question of you in terms of regular money.
Right.
Do a comparison.
That's what I was thinking. Do we all really know how...
It's paper.
Yeah, like our bank works
paper.
and how all those kind of transactions and where our money actually goes when we put it into the bank, Because it's not like they put it in a little box that has our name on it that says this is
true.
Blah, blah, blah's money. Like, no, it's now... Your money's now somewhere else and they're just using it.
Yeah. I've said this before, I think in passing in a previous episode, but imagine a future with crypto. It doesn't really look that different because people our age nowadays, we still bank mostly on our phone. Exactly. We use PayPal, Venmo. We have online banking,
what I'm saying.
And all it says is a dollar amount.
Digital.
It's a dollar amount. It's just that the underlying technology that's there is the U.S. dollar. I think all the stuff you're currently working with would still operate or look the same for the most part, but the underlying technology the underlying medium is what is being, proposed to change with cryptocurrency, and somehow that might have some benefits and downsides. But I mean, take like Max, like you said, take the US dollar. Maybe not that many people know how it works to begin with, like the actual intricacies of how the dollar gets printed, how banks keep your money, and actually they use some of it to lend out to other people, but they insure it, so
blah, blah, blah.
But you still have access to that. Like, it's so weird. Like, your money is not really your
sense.
money. It's the bank's money, but they let you use... it's whatever. But anyway, I think that's the short answer to it. I think that's the short answer to it. But honestly, anything could happen. I think comparing it to the U.S. dollar is a pretty good example because everything we do is already on our phones.
Yeah. When's the last time you paid
when I Venmo Max, it's just numbers. It's just numbers changing on my phone when I Venmo Max something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You have a piece of plastic.
So So people are like, yeah, everything's going digital, man. Like it's not gonna be this. Like NFTs, might drive like trading cards out of business, whatever. Money is already digital. I don't who really has cash on them nowadays.
I avoid cash
Yeah.
at all times.
Exactly. Most people do, and it's just super convenient to just, like you said, Venmo someone, or like instead of going to the store, go on Amazon and just pay right there. Like it already is digital. So I don't really understand. I might be ignorant with this, but I just don't get the difference between crypto and digital money that we already use.
Takes
right
out
now
like the intermediary,
with the US dollar.
like the middle person, the middleman, like the bank itself. So now it's just like straight me to straight somebody else, and then there's blockchain
Correct.
backing it. So it's like you can't double spend.
But does that have but does the middleman really affect anything? Like when I Venmo someone, I'm not thinking, oh, it's got to go. It's my bank. It's the middleman. Like fuck. Like I'm just like, here's $10.
I
dude.
guess
So
I
that's
see
a
what you're
great
saying.
way to look at it. That's a great way to look at it, because as far as the user experience, when you're actually sending your coins or your money or whatever the medium is, it doesn't really switch up that much. Like on your end, it doesn't seem like there's a lot going on, but the underlying technology, at least how it's been explained, is that there is no intermediary, so you don't have to deal with having a bank. You can just keep all of your money in your digital wallet, and you never have to sign up with a bank anymore. It's all decentralized.
Right.
Whenever you make a transaction, you don't have to go through the bank at all. It's all directly across the network. So it's just like whenever, again, when you Venmo someone, you don't see the middleman happening in the background. You don't see the transaction that goes to the bank and says, hey, we need this much money and we need to send it to this person. You don't see that going on. It's something that you won't notice. But perhaps when it does do that, like if you did take out that middleman, maybe there's some added bonus. Maybe there's some added benefit whenever you do that. Maybe it's more efficient. It seems like it takes up more electricity and it's worse.
But I want to say,
but there seem to be some benefits from it.
I want to say it's like also instantaneous, because think about it, when you put money into Robinhood, like say you deposit into whatever brokerage. I'm just saying Robinhood because I'm most familiar with that. When I put money into Robinhood, I do a $500 deposit. I go look at my bank account. It takes a good couple of days for it to show, hey, minus 500. So that also eliminates like the double spending. So like I could really go put 500 into Robinhood and then still have the ability to go and like use that money somewhere else, but it like backfire and catch up to me. But it's like the fact that it doesn't pull out instantly. I think Bitcoin and all that solves that problem.
So I
understand that.
I think I'm not entirely clear on this, but from what I last checked, the blockchain syncs every like 15 minutes, depending on which blockchain it is. If it's Ethereum, if it's Bitcoin, whatever blockchain is running, the transactions that are initiated, I think they go through every 15 minutes. So I think it is faster than a bank, because the bank you have to go through, I forgot what it's called, but I know the acronym. It's the ACH. It's like the closing
ACH,
system. Yeah, it's where it's like they have to confirm that the money is there before they actually extract it and then move it. And that processing system only happens like once every day, or it's during business days. Like it has to happen during business hours.
Yeah.
And it's very slow in comparison to, let's say, a 15-minute wait on a Bitcoin transaction. Whereas if I Venmo'd you, you could have your money not like literally instantly. Versus waiting a little bit.
I think all these issues aren't exactly relevant to, say, us, because we're like the small accounts of a bank. Imagine when you're moving millions, and for some people even billions. Like this is where all this stuff becomes like a real issue. And then like having billions of dollars in Bitcoin, I think it'll make it like a lot more streamlined compared to what we're doing now. So I think that's also why people are hopping on crypto. Whereas we're not moving nearly as much money.
Think about it like this. Maybe, and I don't know if this is a great comparison, but maybe it'll help you think in the right way. Remember how we used to have like music on cassette tapes?
Hell yeah.
And that was a really big pain to share your music with someone, because you had to like give them your cassette tape or something like that, or you had to like burn it on a disc and give it to them. Yeah, burning a CD. And then Spotify and Apple Music came along and said, hey, you don't have to do that anymore. It's all digital now. You can just go on your computer and access it. Try and think the same way about crypto. Instead of having to go to the bank.
But regular money is digital too. Hey. Like I said, I can just Venmo you.
Yes, so they've done.
I see what you're saying.
They've added.
I see what you're saying,
yes? So I'm just trying to help you think about a similar analogy that might help you process like the difference. But I think the difference there is that with Venmo and PayPal, they've sort of added a layer on top of the money to make it look digital, when in reality all the processes that are going on are not entirely digital. There's some, I mean, yeah, they are, but they're not entirely digital in that the money actually has to be, you know, regulated by the US government and has to be cleared through the clearinghouse. And those are like a lot of middleman intermediary steps that have to happen because of the way the US dollar works. But because Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is built on the sort of technology it is, that all those intermediary steps would probably go away. And so I think the case for it is that there's some efficiency that really starts to, you know, scale up really nicely when you have that as the underlying medium versus like the regular dollar. But there's a lot of downsides too. Like, people can steal your wallets. We've talked about this.
Yeah,
the climate change stuff is terrible. Anything digital is susceptible to theft,
Literally to
digital theft. Yeah. If I had,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, that's another thing with banks. They insure your money. They insure your money,
Yes.
like the FDIC, up to like $250,000 or $500,000. There's no, I don't think there's any
No.
insurance
I don't
on
think
any
there is.
No,
crypto.
because
It's
Buddy,
I didn't even think
remember
about
Buddy
that.
lost his USB. Yeah,
Oh fuck!
and
His
nothing you can do
his
about it.
private key.
yeah, and it's just somewhere in a landfill.
And that's the trade-off. That's the trade-off with
That's true.
cryptography.
Did not think about that.
If you have to
Yeah.
use encryption, like that's the done deal. If you mess something up, you just got to make sure you have your password, and if you lose that, it's over.
It's on
With
you.
the banks, it's probably
well,
not
not even the password though, but just say someone fucking takes your shit.
Or takes
Who are
it,
you
yeah.
gonna call?
Yeah.
Bank of America. Hey, someone stole my
Ghostbusters.
Bitcoin. Oh,
thinking
okay,
that too.
go fuck yourself. Like, what? They're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna have to be a lot of things set in place before it really becomes mainstream.
And if you think the government can't find a way to, what is it like? I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Like,
Control it.
not these. No, not even. I don't know. Like,
If there's a way to make
help me
money
out,
off
guys.
of it, or a way to
yeah,
manipulate it,
like because people are like, it's decentralized. You know, it's
Yeah.
not.
Okay, so
It's whatever.
they'll find a way.
let me
yeah.
clarify. Let me clarify
they'll
the
find a way to
decentralized.
make it.
Monetize
They'll find a way to make it like a part of us, so they can still profit.
Yeah,
on it
yeah.
and stuff.
If they think it's a legitimate way of the future, they'll find a way, no doubt,
Exactly.
to control it or
Exactly.
be a part of it of some way.
And if there is no way, then the U.S. will be like,
Crypto's not
we're not
allowed.
mining
Yeah.
Bitcoin anymore. Yeah, it's not a thing anymore. So that's what I'm
Bam.
saying. Like, it's gonna, something's gonna happen, and I don't think people are ready for that.
Yeah.
No.
I apologize. I think I have a responsibility as someone who can research this probably the most efficiently out of the four of us, that I should probably do some more work on this to see what
Yeah,
the
Mike, damn
actual downside or upside.
I'm
Sorry.
playing. I'm playing.
I will try and
You're all
look even
beneath
deeper
me.
into this.
As peasants in the technical world, I will do my research.
But I do see,
Yes.
I do
Yes.
see a
I will
benefit
educate
with
my
hedging.
peasants.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do see a benefit with hedging against inflation, though. That I do understand,
fair.
because why buy gold when you can buy something that goes up 300,000%?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's just as volatile to go straight back down. So
But Jared,
what if
That is true.
if you're not hedging, like if you're trying to hedge and then you lose all your money trying to hedge, you're like, well,
well,
that fucking sucks.
that hedge didn't work.
I was trying to beat inflation and now I'm broke. So
Yeah.
Now I
that's
have no money.
Jared, I want
No
you for the last
taxes.
5 minutes. Yeah, that's true.
wait, no, you get taxed with Bitcoin.
I mean, if you lose,
Or,
So
crypto?
he's saying if you lose all your money.
Oh yeah, Max, you get your money back.
Dude, I read it. I was like, what?
What? The U.S. government
He goes-
covers
he
me?
goes, just-
Give me my
I'm
money.
gonna lose every year.
Jared,
I read that. I was driving and I had to like stop the car. I was like, what did he just
To
say?
be honest, I read it very, very quickly, and I was like, sick, you get money back. And then I was like, I'll send it off to the boys.
I mean, you literally do get money back. It's just like you overpaid in taxes, so they give you tax break.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
yeah. Hey, Jared,
No.
for the last like 5
Yeah.
minutes, I want you to riff on the intrinsic value of this thing and why and what's problematic about that.
The intrinsic
you-
value of cryptocurrency?
Yeah, because you've
Infinity.
said this so many times and it makes a lot of sense, but I wanna discuss.
Do you understand what I was trying to say,
Oh, no, I
Max
do.
and
Yeah, there
Logan?
literally is, like,
Yeah,
There's
Jared,
none.
I was telling you.
It's zero.
My dad
Just
called
go
me,
from
and he's pissed
A to
off
Z.
about the market. Because, first of all, he's a huge investor in Apple. And he's like, they just had their biggest quarter, like a huge like
And it's
earnings,
doing
And then it goes
and
down.
it went down. He's like, it's pissing me off. They just had, they're hitting all the marks in every sector, and it goes
Literally.
down. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know. And he's like, so talk to
Yeah.
me about like Dogecoin, because Reed's trading it on a daily. Because, and I'm like, that. I mean, that's smart with how much it's been swinging.
It honestly is.
But
It's smart only when it goes up, though. Like
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Yeah.
I think we're spoiled. I think we're like the people that just got in the market a year ago or 2 years ago. I think we're at a big disadvantage. I think people that just got in the market like this year or last year, we're at a big disadvantage because all we know is up. We're gonna have no clue what to do when it goes down.
Puts.
Zero
A
clue.
lot of people are going to get knocked out, though.
I mean-
a lot of people are just going to be like,
No,
I'm
yeah,
done.
yeah, they will. All we know is and that's just not how this works. And it's almost, I'm gonna compare it to the economy because we were talking about this morning. Mike, you were like, well, I mean, what's the effects of printing all this money and doing all that we've done? I mean, and you said what should happen or what's the U.S. do?
Yeah, what's the logical solution to all of this
And-
stuff that we've done?
Yeah, and I said, just let the economy go through its normal cycle. Like, why is it? I mean, recession sucks, sure, but like it happens.
dude, you
Like, you
want it
have to have a
drop
reset.
so bad.
No, it's true though. It's true.
Jared and I are like,
am I
we
wrong?
want
Am I
it
wrong?
to
Go through
crash.
cycles.
It is true. Like
That's
you
healthy.
have to. You have to. It just can't go up forever.
Yeah.
Like it just can't.
That's
like
its
you have to
natural
have
way of
resets.
handling it. Yeah.
It has to be. It has to be torn down for it to build back up stronger. Like
Wow.
that's just how things work.
A
That's
true
how everything
poet.
works.
Sure.
So inspirational.
I'll get Biden on the phone.
But like,
Yeah.
but the intrinsic. But to go back to the intrinsic value, because one of our members did like literally not understand a single word I was saying. With
Call him
any
out.
other asset,
Say his
let's
name,
just-
dude.
let's just say-
Seriously.
let's just
Say
say-
his name.
let's just say stocks, for example, they generate cash. So you have an idea as to what they're worth because they generate money,
Yes.
right? Cryptocurrency is a currency just like the dollar, for example. The dollar does not make money. Cryptocurrency in itself does not make money. You can invest in it and make money, but you like crypto in itself doesn't generate anything. So there's no earnings, there's no cash being provided to the well, crypto's weird, okay? There's no cash being generated through crypto because it's not a business, it's a currency. So there's no way to find out what to pay for it, when to sell it, what's a good price, all that. I mean,
No, I do
there's
understand
just no
that.
way.
100%. And
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
said
Weird.
member did not like to.
I was at a loss
Understand
for
that.
words. My dad was like, "Yeah, but why is it going up?" And I was like,
Zero
Yeah.
reason.
Beats me, Mr.
Yeah, it
Sean.
beats me.
I don't know.
I just,
I was like, it's not
You
making
tell me,
money.
Dad.
It's just. I said exactly what you said. I said you buy it and you hope someone says, "Hey, I want to buy it for more."
literally. It's like,
Yeah. It's
I think that's a casino more than
Oh,
anything
what's
right
that
now. It's kind
called?
of just like, all right, let's.
oh, bro.
Yeah, I think it's just the hype. You're just buying hype, and then everybody's. Well, I think a lot of it has to do with Elon going on to Saturday Night Live, and people are like, he like
Yeah,
tweeted like,
has
"What do you
to
want
be.
me to talk about?" And everyone's like, "Talk about those, blah 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 blah." And I think everybody just hyped it up, and then now that it's coming closer to actually him being on the show, the hype is kind of like dying, and then I could see it just kind of washing away a lot of its
Oh.
gains
Okay.
the next week or so.
So this is, yeah. Sorry to cut you off,
Yeah,
Max,
fuck
but I
me.
actually, but we talked about that. We think it's gonna reach $1. We do think it's gonna reach $1, right? Do you think it's gonna reach
yes, I actually
$1?
do, like wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Yeah, right. And I do too. But
Well,
what I was
don't
gonna
know,
say with
but I
the
do.
with the buying, hoping someone else pays more. That's called the greater fool theory. You're just hoping a greater fool comes after you,
Yeah.
buys it at a better price or a higher price than you
Smarter
did, so
fool.
you can make money. That's what that's called. It's the greater fool theory, and I think we're seeing that big time in all crypto. And the backing of social media. I mean,
Ridiculous.
you cannot go on
Yeah.
you cannot go
Yeah.
on Twitter without seeing fucking Dogecoin,
Literally.
Bitcoin, Ethereum, nothing. And people all think they're geniuses, and it makes me so mad, bro. It makes me. Do you guys know Amanda Cerny? Do you guys know who that is?
Yes.
She was talking about bull flags and bear flags on her Twitter, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Amanda Cerny, she's a influencer.
Yeah, and what about her?
She was doing like technical analysis and was like, Doge is in a bear flag. I just wired money to my account. And I was like, I'm going to shoot myself right now.
It's a bear flag.
Oh,
Is that even a thing?
I think it's a bull flag.
It's probably. Well, she said bear. Maybe that's showing that it might go down.
Yeah, actually, to be honest, I don't know.
So she's buying.
There might be
so
both,
she's
but
buying
I've
the
heard
dip.
both.
I don't know. Either way, dude.
You're like,
I don't know.
what? It's funny. Like, I think it was Meek Mill posted a photo, and he bought $50,000 worth, and he was like, "I'm hopping in." It's like, what is
Someone-
Meek Mill know about
Someone posted a picture on Twitter where it was him tweeting, "Hey, like I'm tired of missing out on Dogecoin. I'm getting in." And then it showed the picture of the graph right after he tweeted that, and it went straight down.
The thing is,
like
it literally
as
did.
soon as he bought it.
He bought it at like an average
So
price of like
funny,
54, and like it dropped like 40 something yesterday.
Dude, FOMO's real. We talked about this. People are not. It sucks to sit on the sidelines and see all
Dude,
this,
yeah,
all this stuff, dude. Like
I had a.
It does. It hurts. It hurts my. It makes me sick.
I had someone.
Like, I'm happy for you guys making money, but I'm like,
I had
I'm
someone
not making money.
FaceTime me that I haven't talked to since literally.
other than you.
I haven't talked to him since literally like my junior year of high school. It's been like 4 or 5 years, and I missed the call, and then he texted me and he was like, "Well, since you didn't answer, I'm putting $2,000 into Doge right now." And so I texted. I looked at it in the morning, and he put it in at like high, like it was like 62 cents, and it hasn't seen 62 cents since. I was like, good luck.
That sucks.
And that's what happens. People don't realize like that's a thing that can happen. It's not always gonna go up. Like it's gonna come down. It's just a matter of when. And I don't want people to lose their money. Like if you're making is
Jared,
Reed
you want
making
the
a
market
killing?
to
If he's
crash.
making a killing, then keep.
Literally, dude, you can't say that, but then say you want.
Yeah, but I want everyone to pull their money out. I want everyone to pull their money out. Then that causes the crash.
But I want a recession.
Is Reed?
Yeah, okay.
I don't want a recession. I
No,
didn't
he
say I
wants a
wanted recession.
depression.
He wants people to be depressed, is what he
Oh,
said.
guys, hold on.
like that.
I never said these things.
Market
Jared
All I
crash.
wants
said was
people
these
to
are
Depression
normal.
is worse.
These
Jared
are
is depressed.
these are normal. These are normal
depressed.
cycles.
Question mark?
Jared Sadface? Oh, God.
I'm gonna put that as our title for this episode.
Crypto makes Jared sad.
Oh,
Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger hate cryptocurrency.
Oh my
Jared
gosh,
Hesketh
Charlie
hates
ripped
him.
into it.
hate crypto.
Charlie said it's like done nothing good for society except promote criminality.
Is there a Schiller PE
So
ratio
bad.
on
That is what he
crypto?
said.
Because I think it's really high right now.
No, because there's no earnings, Max.
Exactly, which makes it very questionable as an intrinsically
Super
valued
All right,
thing.
we're nearing the very many too much minutes mark.
Hold on, I have one more thing that I want to say. The market was up a few days ago, and then it went down real fast towards the end, and it was because Janet Yellen said that we might have to raise interest rates to combat inflation.
Well, that came sooner than we expected.
A lot sooner.
And yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. The Fed. I don't think the Fed really.
We're not going to
has
increase
a
it till
grasp at what the
2023.
No.
Exactly,
You know
and
what?
here we are in
Okay,
2021.
I'm going to relate this to, like, COVID, when COVID first hit. Like, overseas was, like, shutting down and freaking out. And the USA
And
was saying,
yeah, we were
hey,
like,
guys,
we're
we're all right. And then within the flip of a switch, it was like, hey, guys, we're on lockdown. So
We're all gonna die.
let's relate this to the economy. I would not be surprised if they
Yeah.
said, yeah, 2023, it will be
That's
all
so
right. Yeah, a
true.
few
It was
years.
like a month switch. They were like, COVID's not that big of a deal. Like, we
Think
can
about
handle
it.
it. And then it was like,
We're
COVID's
fine.
going to kill everyone.
Literally.
And we're like-
and then people still freaked out. Imagine if right off the
Yeah.
rip they said, yeah, we're going to die. People would have really freaked out. So think about it like with the
Yeah.
economy right now.
Yeah.
Like, they were like, oh, yeah, 2023, you should start worrying about it. And so everyone's like, okay, let's calm down. And then now they're going to hit us with a little nibble of, hey, we might have to, knowing damn well that we
It's
probably are
they're gonna have to. This is what I'm saying. I don't. It's either they don't have a grasp at what really is gonna happen, or they are too scared to tell us what's really gonna happen, because they predicted the 10-year bond yield to be at like 0.6% this time, like this year, and here it is at 1.6%. So
Yeah.
I don't think they have any clue what the hell's going on.
they're
But
scrambling now.
I want to read this quote. Where is it?
Is it by?
It's not by Warren Buffett.
Is it
Hey!
by?
It's not by Phil Town.
Then yes,
Charlie.
By Charlie Munger.
Nice, I was right.
Got you guys. This is what he said in Berkshire, their annual meeting on May 1st. He said, "There's a good chance that this extreme conduct is." He's talking about money printing and fiscal policy. "There's a good chance that this extreme conduct is more feasible than everybody thought, but I do know if you keep just doing it without any limit, that it will end in disaster." Pretty much, if you keep printing money, keep doing
it'll
what you're
end
doing, it's just not gonna work.
They're gonna pull a coronavirus last March on us and just hit us with the, you know what? We said it was good. It's not really good. And then it's gonna go.
Before we wrap up, I agree. But before we wrap up, do you guys think if the crypto market crashed, the stock market would crash, and vice versa?
Yeah.
Or if the stock market crashed, do you think the crypto market would crash, or would the crypto market skyrocket?
I think
Crypto is not
if
on
it
a stock
crashed,
exchange.
I think if one crashed, the other would crash, like actually crash. But I think if one took a dip, like if the stock market just took a dip but didn't crash, I could see crypto going up. But if the stock market actually crashed,
I'm not saying-
I don't see how the crypto would go.
I'm not saying it's on the exchange. Like, I'm just saying, like, the crypto market as a whole.
I don't know,
Like,
because look at
all
the
of the
past week.
currencies.
The market has performed very poorly, and crypto
And
has
the
done
crypto
very
is-
well because all
Yeah,
of the
they're
capital
not- That's what I'm
is
saying.
in crypto and not.
But there was no
That's what I'm saying.
crash. I just couldn't
But it
see the
hasn't done
market
well.
crashing. Yeah. If it took like dips, that's what I'm saying. I could see crypto going up over dips. But I couldn't see it
But
crash. And then people are like,
what-
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw all my money in crypto.
What makes y'all think that
Yeah.
what makes y'all think that they're linked in any way?
Yeah.
Because the SPY and like all the companies have been going up since COVID took a big dump, and then now and ever since like crypto was not going up during that time. It was only starting to go up like in the beginning of this year, like really shooting. Like at least these altcoins. I don't know about Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin was also going up, but the altcoins haven't shot up until now. Like now.
Yeah, I'm not saying they are linked,
Yeah,
Mike. I'm just
right.
saying if, like...
Well, I'm bringing up the
Because
fact that
I
if they're
almost-
not linked, then
I almost-
then they probably won't be tied to each other. Like if one dips, then
yeah,
it
but
doesn't really matter.
I don't think so.
Why do you think that?
people? I think crypto is becoming. Every time I think about crypto, I'm like, okay, there's no way it gets more mainstream than this. But like now, it's like holy shit! Like everyone is talking
Yeah.
about crypto.
Yeah.
So I feel like if the market were to crash, people are going to be like, man, fuck stocks. I'm going to crypto.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm in between because I want to say they're not related and they each kind of do their own thing. But this week has shown like I don't think it's been because the market has been doing bad. People are in crypto.
Yeah.
I think it's people are in crypto and then the market has done bad because no one's in equities. If that makes sense.
I think it's just the
Yeah, what if
capital
people-
moving.
Yeah,
if
that's
it's
what
just
I'm
because
saying.
people are moving capital from
Right.
their stocks and they're putting it into crypto instead.
I don't think it's necessarily
'Cause I think-
like, oh, the stock market's doing bad, crypto market's bad as well. I think it's just people are moving capital right now. But you know what? I could be completely
that makes sense.
clueless.
But if say crypto as a whole just completely plummeted, just
Nah,
tanked.
I don't think it would do
Bitcoin
much
cuts
to
in
the
half.
market.
You know what I mean?
it would mess up any
You know,
company
because-
that has a stake in it, like Tesla.
True.
Tesla
That's
would
what I'm
take a
saying.
huge dip.
True.
Tesla, PayPal, Square, like
True.
all of these companies.
It could have
Those
a domino
guys would
effect.
take a dip.
Actually, yeah, it would make sense.
Yeah,
If
because
the-
they're
yeah.
not incredibly linked, but a little. Some companies are.
Tesla bought a lot of it,
A
so
lot.
I think they sold.
I think they
all
sold
of
as
it.
well. They
Not all of
literally,
it. I think they sold half of it.
Elon Musk literally said like, yeah,
Yeah.
we needed to create like liquidity on the balance sheet. So we just bought Bitcoin. And it was like he almost knew it was going up. So he's like, yeah, we just need to cash on the balance sheet. So
They
It's
made
he
so
just cut,
much
like,
money as well.
like it
They made $1.5 billion,
literally
I
did it.
think.
quite
They
impressive.
just raised capital for Tesla by investing into crypto.
Right, and they were just like, yeah, put it in
Yeah,
there.
because instead of just holding cash, you could. But then again, that could fuck you like royally. Like,
What
say
if it
you
went
put
down?
your money into crypto. Exactly. Then you're like,
Oh.
oh, we all of a sudden have no cash.
We're in trouble.
There goes our company.
I just thought it was a intriguing question because I was thinking about it and I was like, they're both. Every market right now is so high. Real estate, all-time
I
highs.
wish.
Stock market, all-time highs.
My
Crypto,
portfolio.
who knows? I
all-time
mean,
high.
right now it's all-time high, but it's so low, or it's so
Doesn't make
new.
sense.
So everything is at all-time highs. Like even commodities are shooting up because of inflation. Like
There's a lot of supply
everything is
chain,
at all-time
issues
highs.
as well. That have a lot to do with this stuff.
Yeah.
Like
So
the
like,
demand is
what's
either staying the same or
Way
increasing, whereas
higher.
the supply just isn't there. That's like the
So,
house
like,
market
what's-
and stuff.
That's like with a housing.
Yeah.
Yeah, housing market is like that.
yeah, because COVID
Yeah,
shut
exactly.
things
It's all
down and
catching up
such.
now.
But like
And
what I was just
lumber
saying,
is super
stock
expensive.
market.
Yeah.
Stock market all-time highs, crypto all-time highs, real estate all-time highs, commodities reaching all-time highs. Like, what the fuck is gonna happen?
Sounds like four beautiful bubbles waiting to pop.
Oh, it's gonna be a world of pain. Like with like when it does happen, we're gonna be like, spare some change, please. It's gonna be so bad. We're joking about it now. We're gonna look back at this in a few years and be like, like not that funny. But it's funny.
Not me,
Great.
'cause I'll be
You're like,
waiting.
bye. Okay, I've been waiting for
With
this.
all that cash.
That's fair
Yeah.
enough. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
But I just thought it was whatever.
That's fun.
We're fucked,
We
pretty
are,
much. We're fucked. That's
Yeah,
it.
End of story.
All right, Mike.
Hit us with the happy outro, Mike.
Yeah, get us out of here, man. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, so you guys really down me.
Follow us on Instagram.
Or we're not fucked, and everything will just keep going up.
Everything's
forever.
fine.
Like,
Don't panic.
we all think, yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notifications when we upload. If you're listening on audio, make sure to follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and don't forget to leave us a rating. It really helps us out and it lets us know you're listening. Finally, if you want to keep in touch with us, we're on Instagram, TikTok, and we have a Discord server. You can come hop on, ask us questions. We'd love to hear from you. I know, I keep skipping the Twitter every time. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you later. Peace.
Yeah.